You guys remember the first time you ever did something? The first time where, like, let's say you shot a basketball. How did it go? Did it bounce off the left rim, then the right rim, and then out? Heck, did it even reach the rim? Whatever the situation was, you probably felt pretty embarrassed unless it went right through. And even then, folks, you probably think it was a fluke. Why? Because when we're rookies at something, it's super hard to trust we're going to be good at it. It's super hard to believe we're already good at it. And it's even crazier to think that people want to watch us do it. But here in Jester's League, where improvisation is its own sport, we celebrate those rookies, those first timers who get on stage and realize that what they're doing is just living life. People are just watching this time. And then before long, they start getting their wheels turning and totally understanding that there's really no wrong answers except for nothing, just like in life. So let's go ahead and raise a toast to the jump shots that went straight in with a swish. This is the list of nominees for the 2021-2022 Rookie of the Year Award in the 13th season of High School Jesters Improv League. Here to help me break down all the nominees is the man with the plan himself. Let's all say hello and good morning to Kopy. Hi, Kopy.
Hi,
Did
sir.
my improvisational analogy bounce off the rim?
No, you swished it.
Okay. Yay! I love swishing. Never mind. We won't joke in that direction. Hi, guys. It's 2 a.m. and I'm Warren. Kopy is with me here. We're going to talk about the Rookies of the Year for the 2021-2022 season. This is a great awards race, as always. This is our newest award in the league. We've only had it a handful of years, and it's a real feel-good one because you all are valuable, you rookies, because we want that lifeblood coming into the league, and we get so excited to see, oh, look, there's a sophomore who's brand new to our league. We got 2 more years. Or, hey, there's a senior who's already aware of who they are, who are just gracing the stage with us this year that we just want to celebrate because, hey, one and done. Let's go. But our favorites, of course, are the freshies, and you freshies who come in terrified are our favorites to watch grow and improve and learn that you're okay. You'll always be okay. We got you. Rookie stories are eclectic. They're diverse. They're fun. You've got to be stoked to be sharing these 6 nominees.
Oh yeah. Rookie of the Year, I think, is an award, and it's so poignant as an award because it's showing that someone came in and sure, you're capable of doing good work on stage, but you have a presence. There's something that you're contributing to this league that's greater than just your skill at improv. Maybe it's your investment, your commitment. I'm going to explain to you why these nominees are in this category, and even just how hard it is to get people into this category. I'm going to give you all of that, but it's so much more than just being a performer. And we deserve some praise. When you walk into something and you excel at it so well, let's talk about it. Let's find some love and some stories that are worth sharing. And I think I got 6 for you for that.
And without further ado, Kopy's going to share his screen so we can look at those 6 names. There will not be honorable mentions for this list, though I have one I would throw out there if they're not on this list, and they're not. So there you have it. Great. Now that I'm done being selfish, I'm going to look at this with new eyes and react quickly to see. Wonderful to see Jillian Garcia get nominated over at Silverado, because we've needed some new energy, some new blood, some new perspective to come to Silverado's camp. And it's nice to have Jillian. You've added a lot of stability to that team. Dallas Herrera, same exact story at Valley, exactly the same as Jillian. You've added true value to a team that needs it, with certain pieces getting ready to move on, certain pieces looking to find leaders within them. Dallas, you've been a nice, strong mention almost week in, week out here. So you've had a real gravitational impact to Valley High School's program, and therefore the schools have played with you. Jasmine over at Centennial High School, a camp that's got a lot of kids who care, who really want to see Centennial have a good, strong foothold in our league. It's great to know somebody's coming out of that camp and getting into this award race, because We need that stability. It's the same for Valley and Silverado. We need that stability to see a new turnover in the culture. I had to do that. Sorry, it comes with the territory.
You're
Paige,
okay.
Paige of LVA. I remember watching you jump off the stage at me, metaphorically, of course. I've only seen you perform for about 15, 20 seconds this year, but that 15, 20 seconds, it was like, boom, hi, Paige, here, go. Um, Super cool. That resonates rookie of the year, somebody who comes into the league ready to be that way. Alfonso, yeah, I remember Alfonso from Bonanza being part of that team that made me laugh oh so effortlessly as they played Riffside, I think in week 3 of this season. If not, then two numbers even matter. The only number that matters is year 1, and that's what you're in, Alfonso, but I couldn't tell. You reminded me a lot of Nathan from Silverado, who's a 4-year player, or you reminded me for a second of Sam Umholtz. You reminded me of people who have done this before, is my point. So you have already added a ton of value to a Bonanza team who is just raking in some good talent. So can't wait to see you continue to grow. Welcome to the league, rookie. Milan, hooray, Spring Valley. This is the second time we've talked about Milan on award week. The first being their all-star nod. Milan, we've talked about you all year, and we know that you have the chops to give us fruitful, tasty, succulent, savory improv that has some depth and some vibrancy to it without necessarily taking away from anybody or anything. You're very unselfish, very intelligent. What a cool group, Kopy. Talk to us about your perspective on these 6.
Well, we'll start with the thing that drives me completely bonkers, and that is a
The
first-year senior.
senior.
I'll start down there with Jillian. Jillian at Silverado.
What?
Yeah, Jillian at Silverado is the right. It was the ingredient that the chili was missing at Silverado.
Mm.
And I think that ingredient is just growing and maturing, and it is strong, and it's now not just another joke telling machine.
Right.
It's got flavor, and it's got substance and
Yeah.
commitment and
Depth.
in depth. Jillian provides so much to this group that I don't know if Nathan and Parker know or realize yet. It's just we get a Jillian every year, and I just have to enjoy it while we can. But man,
Yeah.
Jillian, we see it in all your shows. Nathan, yes, got your all-star, but you got all-star votes as well. Being a rookie and taking a vote away from your Nathans, it just, wow, just what you've done this year. It's been very impressive. I caught it from the second you started. And now you're just like the rest of your joke tellers on your team, and you're cracking and trying to make everyone else around you crack. So I hope you felt really good about this year. Enjoy the rest of these playoffs, and you deserve to be here. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Nice to know Silverado's journey continues. And Jillian, take this message with fruit. And the gents over there at Silverado who would, want to put their team together as intelligently as possible. Remember, you need to be better at storytelling this week. So ATEC is hungry. They will be tough. And if you have some substance with you, like what Jillian provides, it could go a long way in this matchup. Just some coacherly advice. That being said, Jillian, thank you. Thank you for being the type of person who can add some additional layers to an already cooked meal, because that's very brave. On top of it, when you sometimes go into an energy around you, like if you get hired at a job, guys, I don't know if I'm preaching to a choir, but if you get hired at a job and the team is totally like type A and you're totally type B, and you choose to be type B still, and choose to just add your quality to that type A group, um, you're being the bigger creator. You're being the you're making the right move is the easiest way I can word it without overthinking it. So good for you, Jillian. I think you're adding so much depth and value, and good luck. I hope we see you in the week 2 playoff with ATEC. Could be a really good show. Hi. Gonna cry about Dallas? Want to cry?
well,
Little
I'm
cries? Gonna cry?
I stop.
Little cries?
So these six, I think all of them will be surprised to be here. I don't think
Oh,
any six of them are going to be expecting this. And I think most of all that applies to Dallas. I don't know if Dallas has believed anything that Gio has said to her about Coach Gio has said to her about how strong she is and what she
mhm,
gives them, or even any praise I may have given in a recap or in passing.
mhm.
Um, but man, it, it is
You're
hard to
worthy.
it's hard to get me to say that you had patience in melodrama. It just your capability in a scene, and what you provide your group around you, it's everything Isabella needed in a partner and a teammate. It's everything a team needs in someone leading you into a future. um, you are something to build on. And now that you are here, you have the possibility of adding a new Dallas and adding a new Dallas and adding
Mhm.
another Dallas. And it's got to start somewhere. So, yeah, you have to be on this list. Dallas, thank you.
Yeah, seriously. I feel like the Valley team has kind of this interesting syndrome where they shed skin and they're the same person underneath. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So a refreshing new flavor, a refreshing new start, and a refreshing new foundation could make a refreshing new Valley team.
Right.
So being that person, being that focal point, and certainly it's only ironic that you don't understand that value that you bring to that team. Um, but you deserve it. I think it's so hard to tell oneself they're worthy sometimes, but you might want to listen to that a little bit because we've talked about you all year and you've got power and you've got a great clean slate and you've got the chops and the instincts and the open-mindedness to really change some culture. So we wish you the best of luck in that, Dallas. We think we have full faith in you. So pressure's on. I'm just kidding. Welcome aboard.
So
Yep,
if we move over to Jasmine,
which we are.
it might be the opposite effect. Not to say that she thinks she would get this, but the way that she performs has all of that confidence and
Mm.
attitude. Um,
And you love that, man. You love to see a kid who may not truly believe they're all that in a bag of potato chips, but they know how to behave like it.
yes.
Because that's the performance we try to teach. That's precisely the Ashley Byers kind of situation we're trying to provide a facade of across all teams, across all schools. Cool.
And
Keep going.
here's what makes this particular situation even more compelling is that Centennial's always had a decent number of students be a part of improv, and they've had their dedicateds, right? Your Joes and your Brians and they have the people that are normally always there, and new people intermittently. And there are some really big shoes to fill from the graduation of Kaylee
Hmm.
and Lily, now
Hmm.
Lily. So both of them main stage performers. Lily, a two-time main stage performer.
Wow.
Um, so there was some big shoes to fill. And not only that, Lily and Kaylee now coach Centennial.
Hmm.
So they're literally watching and trying to help coach their essentially replacement. And
Hmm.
it's possible they found it. And I think that's the strength that Jasmine has. Um, and it's hard not to see it. It's hard not to know it when you walk through the room and you walk through a performance. So Jasmine got to be in that playoff show that they did with those 4-year players next to her, and she deserved that spot, and she deserves this spot as well.
Get it, girl. Get it and own it and put it out there and push it because Centennial is also going to benefit from a potential culture change, is also going to benefit from a facelift. Why? Because The show must go on, and the layers must be added, and the new utilities must be discovered. So if you're the forefront of that change or that new beginning, then we salute you and are glad you're here. Let's get that culture brewing at Centennial in a new way. That's always a plus. Paige Eden.
Paige might be the definition of why this award exists. I got introduced to Paige via email before the season started. Just the inquiry of, hey, where do I go? How do I get there? Blah, blah, blah. Real simple introduction. And since then, Paige, I think, has been to every show, if not been in every show. Paige reached out to me about helping for LVA hosting in the future.
Good.
Paige
yeah, let's be on that stage, please.
Right. And it's been a few years since LVA's hosted. And just simply being a freshman and coming in this ready, this hungry. I mean, from day one, Paige, basically put down a resume and said, read it or not, I'm here, let's go. And never looked back. What more could you ask for being Elliot, right?
Oh no.
Yeah, please, yes, join me. Let's figure this out. Yeah. Paige, man, you've every show, everything you do, you definitely deserve to be in this category.
I'm getting some serious vibes that this is the beginning of a beautiful new friendship. So I won't waste too many words on Paige. Why? Because I think we'll be sharing a lot of them about Paige for a long time to come in the Jesters family and beyond. So for some reason, I have this cosmic thing right now where I don't know. I could just look at Paige and feel like we've got a friend. You know what I mean? A friend. So welcome. Thank you for coming, Paige. Thank you for your attitude. Thank you for your desire to help. Thank you for wishing to move the needle in a positive direction, not just for LVA, but for all of Jesters. Gosh, we sure do love that kind of mentality, and we know you're good for it. So welcome to the family is the easiest thing we can say, and we can't wait to see what happens as 3 more years of Paige turn over. Yikes. You're going to be so good. Alfonso Bernal of Bonanza High School. I said some cool stuff. You're going to capitalize on it. Give us more.
Alfonso definitely came into this one pretty late in the game. If I'm not mistaken, and I might be slightly off, but Alfonso didn't start improv until like the week of his show.
Wow.
So his primer before his first show was about as short of a window as it could have been. And then somehow fell in love with us and this league.
Yay.
And I don't know if there's been any student who has asked me for more about studying and researching and making sure they had what they needed to improve at this thing.
Cool.
Coming to shows on bye weeks,
wow.
Talking, making friends. If Rookie is saying, hey, someone new is coming in and making an impact on stage and off, it's hard not to enjoy Alfonso's company. What more could you ask for from someone just walking through the door that blindly?
Am I catching junior vibes?
Alfonso's a junior.
Nice. Okay, just checking. Nice. One more year that will have meaning, one more year to take what you've learned that you can do and what you've fallen in love with and make it work. And you can do a lot in a year. So I hope you're excited. I know that your attitude sounds like it's excited. I know that you're going to bring the best you can to every opportunity you can for your team, which means Bonanza is only going to get better. That's just a fact. And we've already seen your value. We already sense your value. We already enjoy being around that value. So please, thank you. Can I have another? We wish we had at least 4 more Alfonsos, as we would any of you kids on this list. But that's a great mentality you seem to possess, sir. And thanks for coming to the team. We're so excited to have students exactly like you. Uno Mas, Milan, Frederick
Yeah,
of Spring
yeah.
Valley, right? What was, yeah.
I Milan, I think laid out this path from the first show.
Mhm.
Milan did a what was the game? A Mr. Know-It-All type or Great Brain game
Okay.
where
Yep.
Milan was a host and definitely the only student who's been a host of anything all year.
Mm.
And I remember going, man, like students, you do not understand how difficult it is to stand on stage as a host. If you think you just got to stand there with or without a microphone and say something, it is so much more than that.
Yeah.
So that was the immediate eye catcher
Mhm.
that made me start watching and understanding where these skills are and how they work. And of a really unique talent that I don't know if I can identify in another student yet right now this year.
Mm.
But Milan has this ability to just react when her back's against the wall
Right.
and react in the right way and react
Mhm.
the way that a coach would teach you, that Coach Eva and Megan have taught you,
Mhm.
and making all those right choices. And then from there, just your general love for doing this. I know you
General
haven't
love.
missed a practice. I know that you come to every show. I've met your family. I haven't met a ton of families, met yours. Um, it's this is what this league needs is people who can
Mhm.
come in and make an impact the way you have.
Mhm.
And you deserve to be here along with these other 5. So Milan, thank you.
Oh man. Yeah, absolutely. I definitely know that I've tap danced my way through saying good things about Milan in previous videos this evening, so I don't want to try to be too redundant, but I just know that I've heard about you all year, Milan. I do catch from the storytelling that I've heard from Kopy that you seem like the type of student who, in their core, has the correct skill set needed to be an absolute animal in this group, like in this league. And when I say animal, I meant that in the most positive sense. You like you're gonna be the lioness hunting all of the prey, right? You can eat this alive if you want to, and if your mentality stays affable and caring, you'll attack it the right way. And we have faith, and we're glad you're here. Spring Valley definitely needs you, and much of our league could use someone like you. So keep it going, cook it up, and I can't wait to see what all of you rookies look like in your sophomore, junior, senior seasons, except for you, Jillian, because you get to graduate like a real adult. Grrr!
Right.
Yep. Alfonso, you only got 1 year yourself, but there are some cool blends of stories. Some of you all will be back for years to come. Some of you we think will be back for a decade or two to come. We'll see how long we can keep you in the Jesters family, but we're glad you're here. While you're here, happy rookie season. You've all done so much you don't even understand. And just try to accept it because that's what you're supposed to do. Yes, and
We'll
thank you,
see you
everybody.
6 on championship day.
Yep. It's going to come and happen, and you're going to get your names called, and we're all going to smile. So, thumbs up, and we'll see you soon.